we don't really have a choice.
Who knows what the future holds?
The first thing I thought was, oh my God, my son's going to die.
Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease which affects the lungs, the stomach, by clogging up with mucus, which is like thick and sticky and quite hard to clear. And eventually your lungs become so damaged and full of infection and things like that, you require oxygen or transplant is kind of last resort.
1, 2, 3.
After my son was born, he was diagnosed when he lost a lot of weight. And when we first got the diagnosis, the first thing I thought was, oh my God, my son's going to die. And it is a big shock when you get a diagnosis like that. But once you know more about it and you understand more, then you just accept it and it becomes part of everyday life.
I was diagnosed, I think it was about 5 weeks old I was, so I've not really known any different. I'll try and keep myself as fit as possible, staying active, swimming, gym, my cricket and football.
I happened to mention to the paediatric doctor that I'd had a cough for a long time and I'd also had a bout of pancreatitis, and she said we should think about getting you tested. In the back of my mind I thought, no way. I got tested in the November and I think the diagnosis came through in the March, and I was shocked. I was pretty shocked.
It is difficult. You get up in the morning and you've got loads of tablets to take. You've got your nebulizers, inhalers.
Everybody who has CF has their own little immune system and their own sort of version of whatever bugs they're carrying.
Cross-infection is where you can't mix with other people with CF.
If one person's got a bug that the other person hasn't, they can pick it up.
And it's not a good idea for obviously people with different bugs or different strains of bugs to meet up with each other and be in close distance.
I've had a Pseudomonas infection myself for a number of years now. Alec has already had one infection. If it gets to a point in the future where he's continually getting Pseudomonas infections, then we'll have to revisit it at that point. But at the moment, it's not something that, you know, I worry too much about it. It is on the back of my mind, but we'll see.
It is always in the back of my mind if I'm going to hospitals and things like that, that I make sure that I'm not passing someone in the corridor, I'm not in the same lift or stairway.
I think there's some that see it as more of an issue than others, particularly maybe people who are at sort of my stage. I am now at the point where I need a transplant. I use oxygen overnight, and when out walking, I use a wheelchair. I can't hardly climb the stairs. I can't get myself dressed. I need help getting shower and bathed.
When I was younger, the life expectancy, they said, was 5, then 10, 15. It just keeps seeming to be going up. I'm not sure. I think it's early 30s, they said now. I'm not entirely sure. But I just hope it keeps going. Don't want to get up to that age.
That's my hope, basically, is that the Cystic Fibrosis Trust get enough people together and enough information out there so people think we're saving people's lives.
I hope that the research that they're doing is going to, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I hope it'll make CF, like with your lungs, just a little bit easier.
It wouldn't help me because I'm too unwell, but it could help people who are born with CF now, or younger people, or even people my age who are well. It could help transform their lives.
Their support is vital, absolutely vital. The funding is vital. Without them, we'd be lost.
It's scary because obviously I really want to get a transplant, but if I get to that stage, I just have to deal with it and just carry on hoping and have faith that the lungs will come. And if they don't, at least I'm happy with how my life is.